Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Triggering Chaos. I'm your host, Soul. This is my
Patch
co host,
notes,
M.
patch notes, patch notes,
And today
patch
is a
notes,
bit different than what our
patch
usual
notes,
work is.
patch notes, patch notes, patch notes.
Okay, M. W.
Look, I
Yes,
have to do
today.
something. I gotta do something while the servers are updating with these delicious new upgrades.
So, I thought we'd try our hand at something a little different. It's
No, I
not.
thought we tried it, and you're just coming along with me,
Okay, we
taking that
thought we would
cool.
try something different. Can you please agree
Yeah,
with the we?
sure.
Okay. So, we're not
So for
doing a semi perfect or wasted potential this time.
no, we're just gonna be talking about the upcoming release of 6.3, which as of right now is 3 hours from being launched.
Oh, Christ, I'll be asleep by then.
I won't.
Shut up.
I'll do the solo stuff by myself, and then wait patiently for the rest of our group to get together so we can do the story
I
content.
swear to
That's
God, if
right.
you catch a tiger too before I wake up, I'm gonna be pissed.
Don't worry. I'll just make it best friends with the Ella crocodile I have.
Screw you.
I have no idea if it's crocodile or alligator. I can't tell the difference.
Neither can I. I know it's something to do with the jaws and the teeth, but that's about it.
Look, if I'm close enough to figure out what it is, I'm probably being eaten by one.
But yes, we'll be doing the patch notes for 6.3.
Yeah, and if I sound a bit nasally, I'm getting over a flu or strep throat. Don't know what technically which it was. I lost my voice for a few days, and
Mm-hmm.
it's back now, but it might sound more nasally than usual. And I know that's pretty bad for me because I already sound pretty nasally.
So, patch notes for God's Revel Lands Tremble.
6.3.
So, this is probably going to be. Well, how did you feel about the last major patch notes? Because last thing we did was.
The last patch we had was technically 6.25, and that was the Manderville stuff. That was good. I enjoyed 6.2 a fair bit, but I definitely enjoyed 6.1 more. So I'm thinking I'm going to enjoy this one a bit more too, because I'm much more invested in the 24-man raid than the Pandemonium raid.
Because we'll be continuing on the 24-man raid and a little bit more time with Zero, which I'm always happy for with this point.
Yeah. So if you're coming into this, we will not try to spoil things, but we're coming at it as if you're a person who is at least finished Endwalker.
So let's start with going down here.
Here you can watch the trailer, although I never watched the American version because I prefer it starting with Peggy 16. And honestly, that's I don't like the US flag. I'm sorry, it doesn't look as nice as the British flags.
But we'll continue on down here
Yeah,
because
we're not gonna show the trailer. That little propagandist flag for copyright reasons. And
I don't
honestly,
feel like dealing with that.
you should watch it yourself. The trailer's fantastic. I love the trailers. This one's pretty good.
So here
So
is where they show us where the updates come into play to
yeah, if it
2.x,
which
1.x,
patched in.
blah blah.
So there's no patch here for Heavensward anymore because Heavensward is now included with Realm Reborn, so 2.x covers 3.x as well.
So I think they did that because that's included with the free demo. So at
Yeah,
that point, they
that
just considered all in one thing.
it's all one, so it makes more sense. But it does look kind of awkward whenever you just
Yeah,
quickly
because
glance
you
by. It
kind of
goes,
you think back, it's like, wait, what was 3 point?
well, it also looks awkward because 1.x is missing, and you remember what happened to 1.x.
Well, I think it's more familiar with what happened with the 1.x than was the why 3.x isn't here. But
Yeah. All right,
all
so
right,
I'll get to the new. So this is actually a really cute idea, and it just makes me, from what I understand, the dev team basically did this behind Yoshi P's back. They just added underwater area in one of my favorite zones in Limsa.
they've
That's
done
where the
it a couple
Tonberries
of
are.
times, haven't they?
This is the first time they've done an entire new diving spot.
How do you keep that a secret for for the man in charge? Like something this
Uh,
big, like
they distract him with shiny new boots and rings whenever he walks by.
maybe they just stole his slippers.
No, I'm actually making a joke based off the last Fan Fest where he walked on stage with fancy cosplay boots.
Yeah.
Costs so much goddamn money. I'm like, well, he's the producer. He can spoil himself a bit.
Well, he's pretty much the man saving Square Enix right now. So
So, what do you think being able to swim around the Wandering Palace in the Tonberry area?
I can't wait to do it. Just because
It's gonna be,
I wonder what's going to be down there, like what's to
yeah.
explore, and
Obviously, there's not going to be anything major. It's mostly just for fishing and swimming, but
I mean, my acrophobia kicks in sometimes when I'm exploring some of the stuff underneath the water. But
that's understandable. But at the same time, we might get a few bit of lore nuggets of Nim. So
Oh god, I
yeah,
so hope so. I love time berries. Like I know
yeah,
they're
I love.
cursed to be like that and be stab happy, but
I still love the lore evolving of the Tonberries and Nimian. So more, please. So we're both generally hyped for this, but it's one of those things where we definitely did not need this.
no. But at the same time, I'm not gonna turn it away.
No. All right, so let's head down to quests.
Okay.
So
So of
this is the
course we'll be
main.
doing more with Zero.
Yep. Who was introduced to us in the last patch? Who I did like that dungeon a lot.
Oh,
The
I love the entire thing.
Velcro Troyes.
Only thing I didn't like was
This
the drop rate for the gear I wanted from that place.
yeah, that was terrible for you. So we're being reunited with Alpha and Alice as well.
And they are back in Garlemald.
Yeah, this dungeon is in the mountains of Garlemald, to my understanding, and that's all we know about this dungeon. We're getting with the story.
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Because those two are in Garlemald trying to help the refugees that we.
Yeah, the refugees and the survivors of Garlemald. Yes,
Mhm. What do you think would possibly come up that they need our intervention with? Well,
I
not
don't
necessarily
think
need
we're
us,
going
but
to intervene with them. I think they're going to tag along with us.
mm,
Like I think we're passing by, they see us, go, "Oh, hey, we're like, can we go on an adventure with you for a little bit? We're tired of people's crying complaints." Or it might end up being we intersect. Like we're going there for some research into the void because Zero's with us,
yeah, because I
and
know
they're like,
Zero is kind of learning about our world because she is from
"Yeah,
the Void.
yeah," and I'm willing to bet we bump into them because there's been some weird shit going on. The void tends to show up around death and misery a lot, so
Yeah, this would be a prime time for them to come around.
yeah, so we might bump into each other, or they might just tag along with us. Either way, it's good to see them again.
Yeah, I kind of like their outfits too.
Yeah. So of course, this will start with the quest once more into the void, and then every quest afterward, it's all a mystery. So you see, we got a nice few quests for the storyline.
Yeah, that's usually like. Hold on a second. Let me just.
Yeah, go ahead, count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 quests, give or take.
hmm There's
Eh,
probably there might be a trial involved with this too, like there was last time. So
yeah,
this is
no,
anywhere
I'm just counting
between
quests alone. How long they'll take. Because quests aren't usually that long when you're going through
no,
small sections like this.
no. This is probably give you about 2.5 hours. I want to say of just story content.
Yeah, if you actually pay attention to the story, if you skip everything, probably an hour.
And yeah, you could probably maybe even blaze through it in less than an hour.
But I don't think anybody's that heartless monster that skips the story.
I've bumped into them, and you know what? They're actually quite good people to have in dungeons, so I won't besmirch them too much.
No, but next we have character portraits that's been implemented for battle dialogues during main scenario, as in quest battles from 30.x patch series, which
Yep.
again we discussed was the Heaven Sword.
Yeah. So this is basically when you're doing a solo content and like an NPC who's a friend of yours, they'll have a big image of their head pop up on the top of the screen along with their dialogue saying, "Oh, Sir Emmerich said this," and the portraits are pretty nice.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot with the smaller stuff. With that, it's a good
Yeah,
change because it helps
it's a
you
nice
keep
quality of life.
it helps keep some people's situated who's talking. Because sometimes if you're doing it too fast, you
Yeah,
pay
that
more
is it.
attention to the dialogue than the name of the speaker.
Yeah, so this is a very big help for someone like me who can't keep track of that easily.
hmm I mean, I understand
So
they can't do voice dialect for everything because that would
no,
be massive. And
no, I don't want them to overload because they have to do this in 4 languages every single time,
yeah,
and you don't just have the English version solo. At any point you want, you can switch to the Japanese or the
yeah.
French dialogue.
Not only that,
They
how
both,
massive of a file that would be to download to your hard drive.
yep,
So I can understand that they're just doing some that is just dialogue, but at least some of the better scenes are voice. So
yes. And I'm also okay with them using their generic voice lines at certain times.
yeah.
Leave the healing to me.
hmm
So this is the 24-man raid storyline.
And we're picking up, exploring the.
Phantom Realm, they called it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what they were calling that because this is
Yep.
where the zodiac gods technically are.
Yeah, the 12 deities of yours, yeah.
Yeah, because they are not summons or primals as they're called in this world. We have confirmed that much, I believe.
Hmm. Now, what they are, we still don't know for sure.
There's been a
But,
lot of fan theories out there.
and I like a lot of them, but I haven't really sunk into one I 100% agree on.
I think the closest I came to buying was them being like the uh four deities from Shadowbringers, or not Shadowbringers, Stormblood.
Mm, the aspects.
The aspects, yeah, some sort of aspects, but that's the closest I've
I,
gotten to believing. But
I believe they're more on lines of Hades and Fandaniel transformed.
we'll find out
Hmm.
because we do know that they knew about Hyland and Zodiark,
Yep.
which is a massive clue, but I'm not sure in what direction.
I'm just excited that not only are we having Grahatia, who looks like he's coming with us for some of these fights, at least to observe it, we're having Kryl join us as well. I
Well, I'm
really,
speaking of Grahatia. There is something weird on his back.
I believe that it's some sort of old like film reel stuff. He's going to record stuff.
Yeah, I'm just
Either
saying like
either
that.
that or he's going to have a music battle with somebody. He's brought his boombox.
If we go farther down, and there's Kryle,
Yep.
still being cute, still on the
Yep.
short list. So that gives us one, two, three, four quests, but they're usually a bit more long-winded. I find because it just
Yeah.
goes into the 24-man raid.
Yeah. There's also going to be little voice acting into this. It'll just be the bosses themselves talking to us at points, so it won't really be. It'll be slower to read,
Mm-hmm.
but this is way more interesting to those of us who really want lore.
And then we got new side story quests, Tales of
We
Newfound
didn't.
Adventure.
We forgot to do this as a group. This little side story with the little. We brought it back some apparent void sense with us, and they're going on a little adventure in Razanhan.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to. I don't know if we want to do that together, but I'll have to make sure I do that.
Yeah, we have no idea if this gives us any rewards,
I'm just
but
doing it just for the story, honestly.
yeah,
Because there's always been some cute. Some of the side quests have always been cute and fun.
yeah.
And plus, I would be fine with getting one of these as a minion.
You can get one of those as minion. I believe you get it from Palace of the Dead.
Huh? I forgot.
I can't remember for sure. But this is definitely the minion model I've seen before.
Yeah,
This storyline happened.
but that's another single quest there.
Yep.
So
Now we have, unfortunately, Hitaro's Grand Adventure. And much like last time, there is a physical reward in game for doing her storyline that you're gonna want. Soul. It's a badass like kimono kind of thing.
uh,
The males
I
have
still
one
gotta
arm
do the previous
exposed.
one. I just didn't feel like dealing
Yeah.
with her.
The previous one gave us portraits of the Scions, which I liked that reward too, but I do not like Tataru and I do not like Hancock, and this is just painful. I will admit, I skipped a large part of the last two Totaro storylines. I only stopped when it was just being the Sky Pirates, because I like the Sky Pirates, but I don't like Totaro.
Yeah, but moving on from that,
We have uh,
Island Sanctuary.
yeah, the upgrades to our Island Sanctuary. We'll talk about that when we get down to there, but we also have the new custom delivery character as well. No, it is not that little lamb, but the lamb takes us to the custom delivery character.
Well, we don't.
It's a leaf. It's a leaf in the Pixies.
Nice.
Yep.
It's a cute sheep though.
Yep. And of course, you need to complete Endwalker and the sub-quest line Go West Craftsman.
Yeah, I think I'm all set for that one.
Yeah, you should be.
Then
New
we
game.
have new chapters been added to New Game Plus, Tales of Newfound Adventure.
Yep. So that's basically the first two patches will now have New Game Plus
Yeah.
for Endwalker. So if you want to redo Zero stuff, you can do that now.
Yay!
So we can go hang out in Zero's domain again.
And I kind of will now be displayed on the map for the entrance to the following duties.
The deep dungeons are getting their own icon now
Oh,
because
thank God.
there's going to be a new deep dungeon added in a few months.
Mm-hmm. Actually, kind
Eureka
of looking
was
forward to that.
yeah, me too. I was hoping it'd be in this part, but I'm not upset that it won't
Yeah.
be until 3.5.
Yeah, then we got the Forbidden Land, Eureka, the Bosnian Southern Front.
Yep, I like that icon being used there as well. Now you can easily remember where you're supposed to go when you're in Kugane to go
Yeah.
to Eureka.
And varied and criteria dungeons. The
Yep,
Siladun sub. Is that the new one that's coming out, or?
that's the subterranean. We've already done that one. That was last patch
Oh,
with the
okay.
Sultan.
That's the. Okay, that's Sultana stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
And
it was point 0.5. I believe the Sultan we had that.
I gotta finish that.
Yep.
And when location of destination of a quest is not in a city or the open field, a quest icon will not display on the map, indicating the path to
Hmm.
reach it.
Now this is only available for current stuff. It'll be added pre-app back to the older
Yeah,
patches, older
they
quests
usually do
eventually.
that a lot with this stuff.
If it turns out well, they go back and retroactively add it. If it doesn't turn out that well, they drop and forget it.
Yeah, it's usually easier to do that in the newer stuff because it's fresher in the code.
Now they are deleting two quests from in this patch that are, but I hardly Noah and the Gift of the Archmages. These two gave rare items for Realm Reborn. We can now poop out those items. They're that common.
Yeah,
But the character involved with these two quests is being reworked for the upcoming Deep Dungeon.
that's good.
Yeah, they like the character, but that's why they kept those pointless quests around for so long, apparently.
Yeah, that was just.
Hmm.
And then we have additional information has been added to journal entries for the crystalline mean and studium delivery quests.
Yeah, journal entry is just nice. If you forget, what was I doing? Who was the character?
Yeah, this is kind of that's more of a luxury thing.
Yeah, they're reorganizing some of the subquests as well in the journal with Hildebrand and whatnot.
Yeah, certain quests previously classified as side quests in the journal have been further separated into the following categories: Chronicles of Light, Hildebrand side quests, Weapon Enhancement side quests, Records, and side story quests. You know, I wish they would give us a way to keep track of the 2.0 weapons
Yes,
because
I
as
think
some
that's what this is going to involve, actually.
because as much as I like them and I understand the work put into them, and I congrats to anybody that did
Yeah,
them. I did this once. Tried to do it again. I just got lost where the hell I was after a while.
yeah, you almost do need a guide to help you along the entire way.
And if you lose track of where you are, you don't know what you're supposed to be collecting, and it's like you
Yeah,
check over it over and over again. It's
yeah.
like half it's still a pain in
That's
the ass.
why I'm so happy how they handle it in Heaven's Sword.
Yeah, Heaven's Sword was definitely a lot easier to them. A little bit more grindy on that one, I feel, but at the same time, it's only felt grindy because I was actually doing it more. Deep Dungeon Quest will be classified as records of unusual endeavors in the journal. Eh. Okay, then we have Fates.
Yeah, this one's a little bit on the downside, but it's not that. It makes sense.
Yeah. In the Fate Steel Rain, owns level will be fixed at 50. Adjustments will be made to compensate for an unintentional increase in difficulty caused by value downscaling implemented in 6.0.
Yeah, he became a really super hard boss for a bit.
Yeah, well, he is kind of the.
Big field boss, yeah.
Yeah, because I think we've only actually ever beaten him like twice.
Yes, I've done it a few more times, but that's because I've worked. He's just spawned like 3 or 4 times in a row once.
Yeah, well,
It's
he's
weird.
only ever spawned and we've beaten him twice.
Yeah.
Though I think one time me, you, and them tried it with just the three of us, and that didn't go well.
What? No.
New items are available in exchange for bicolor gemstones from Gemstones
Yep.
Trader NPCs.
This is just for the Endwalker bicolor gem merchants, though.
Yeah,
Since it says,
at
yeah.
least it'll give me a reason to go do Fates again.
Hmm. And we're getting a new treasure map. Well, new treasure map
Yay!
dungeon. We're getting the roulette wheel version. The Unfinotoro skin maps will lead us to the shifting gymnasiums of Argonon.
Oh god, look at that thing.
Now, these maps only work in Elpis, apparently.
But seriously, look at that thing. Look at the size of that sword.
Yeah, they took the wolf tiger and now just made him a lion tiger to fight, and it's gonna be fun. He's from the Elpis dungeon.
We're gonna have to drag CK in for that because I don't want to do it with just the three of us.
Oh, come on, that sounds fun.
It goes so much better with the four of us.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Of course, the requirements are usually the same. Uh,
Yeah,
you have to be at least level 90 with either war or magic.
there'll be no
Item level
item or
requirement, none.
nothing right now. I'm
We'll
seeing
see.
nothing right now. Obviously, that'll happen later on when you come back high
Party size
level.
says 8 players, but that's the max you need. You can go with by yourself or with a party of any size. I
It's
rec-
doable.
I recommend at least a party of 4 with at least one healer and one tank.
Yeah, I recommend that as well.
And I usually recommend either someone with good AoE damage and then someone with single target damage.
Yeah,
Basically, a
I
well-rounded party usually works best.
I recommend a raise mage just in case, but you know, I'm either really stupidly insane difficulty or okay, let's take care of everyone. Everyone hold hands so we don't get lost. So you can scroll down, you'll see how the roulette
Mm-hmm.
works. You'll talk to an orb in the center, and it'll spin the roulette around these, and depending on what it lands on, the exclamation point, the gems, the purple Tomos, it'll get results.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want a Tomos. Those are your whammies. Those are your whammies. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies.
And then you got the exclamation mark, which was that just a
Super rare monster with good loot.
duty will end if any of the following conditions are met. 5 trials are passed and the duty is completed. The list stops on space that removes the party from the duty, or you're all KO'd.
Yeah.
Usual
So
standard stuff for that.
the previous map dungeon, the Excite Run 6000, is going to get a little bit of rework done to it, like they always do with
Mm-hmm.
this. Rework for the loot.
Rewards for the Cumber skin treasure mats have been adjusted as well.
Mm-hmm.
More details for that to come. New charge symbol options have been added to the company crest. This is something we're definitely gonna have to have a look
Oh,
into.
this is for the PvP teams.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they'll be added to the free company eventually, but
I
for
hope
now,
so.
I think
Some of
this
them
is
look interesting.
yes. Some of them I think we already had, but
Yeah.
now on to what's really exciting for some people: new
Oh,
crafting
I
things.
definitely like this for the
You
house.
can turn your house into an onsen, which yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised it took them this long.
Yeah, I
For
definitely like the
those
design of it, like the
for
fencing
those who
and everything
don't
like that.
yeah, for those who don't know, an onsen is a traditional Japanese hot spring hotel.
Hmm. I
It's
mean, if it
nice.
didn't show it directly on the outside, right there in the corner bit, right there, I would probably do it for what we have for my house set up.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
can still
like,
do it. You'll see how
yeah,
it looks in medium. This is the small version, but this is because it has 6.x up there. It probably is going to require Endwalker crafting materials.
yeah. I mean, I definitely like the fencing,
Yes,
like the
it
little
is nice.
small parts with the little bushes
Yep,
and the paper
lanterns
lanterns.
built. Yeah, lanterns look nice.
It's even got the meteor emblem on them.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Nice catch.
Yeah, because you also
All
see
right,
on those little flags by the doorway.
cool. So what do we got down next?
And that's the following addition adjustment has been made to subaquatic voyages.
More places to send our submarines.
Yeah, new
More
areas have
items
been
to farm.
added, new items have been added, and maximum submersible rank has been increased from 100 to 105.
All right, I'll have to work on those locations for submarines. Now the biggest news that a lot of people are really excited about. We're getting 5 new wards for housing in every district. That's Mist, Goblet, Lavender Beds, Shirogane, and the Imperium are all getting way more houses.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck getting these houses. Bidding starts on the 15th, so make your money now while you can and put in your lotto if you want to get a house. Good luck to everyone who doesn't have one. I hope they get a house. And anyone who wants to upgrade, I hope you get the upgrade. But obviously, not everyone can win.
Yeah,
This is still a way better system than everyone standing around and clicking on the placard until it becomes viable.
yeah, I can't. Like I said, honestly, for me, I can't think of a fair system. Like I would like everyone to
No,
at least have one,
yes,
but
I understand why we can't.
mm-hmm. Maybe if someone moves up and moves where they want to, somebody else then another house becomes available for them.
Yep.
So yeah, that's really all I can really see on that one because like I said, I don't know how to make this fair. And like I said, at least everybody at least have a house
Hmm.
because you do a lot of fun stuff with them. Um, moving on a little bit.
Yep.
Unrestricted plots have been added to housing classifications.
So this basically means you can either buy it for yourself or your free company can buy it. Usually, what they do is they separate it into this is for personal use, this is for company use. Right now, all 5 wards are both. There's
Mm-hmm.
no separation.
Furnishings from
The
furnishings
design
like has
content.
been added.
So these are really nicely done. These are the indoor items for the
I
housing
do like
contest.
that little pottery bowl thing on the
Yeah, a
side.
little pond. I like the water filtration behind it. The wall
Yeah,
of water you can have to separate things. That's kind of really cute. And the pudding monster dessert. Meh.
it's adorable.
Chairs and tables, they're all right.
Yeah, they're kind of standard for what we've seen.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Next, we have below that is the outdoor housing and rewards, and I think the lemonade stand is one of the most adorable and genius ideas ever.
oh, it is adorable.
I also think it's partly written backwards for that joke.
See, I wasn't
The
sure if that was
wall,
written backwards or that was the actual out.
yours in font, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes. I like the little wall fountain. That's cute. And the rickshaw you could just have in your yard is kind of a cool idea too. Not something I'd want, but I get why someone would want that.
yeah. I get it for just like just having it in a yard for
Yeah,
any number of reasons.
yeah.
But I
So
do
these are
like the little lemonade stand.
yeah. I might buy that just for my place too, even though it doesn't really fit. I still think it's so
Oh,
cute.
I
I
am
kind of
definitely
like it.
getting that from my place.
Yeah. So we'll scroll down to the items the devs have made for us. Now, this is the indoor items they've added, and these are really pretty.
Okay, I
I,
like the is the bookshelf one or because I
bookshelf is new. Yep.
okay because I do like the bookshelf.
I like the sink next to the bookshelf.
Okay, so everything in this is pretty much new. Okay, I wasn't
Pretty much, yeah. I couldn't. I didn't, nothing here looked too familiar.
like
There's a
I,
nice.
I
There are a lot, so things are going to
yeah.
start blending together. So yeah.
Well, it's also
Uh,
as like I half and half do this, so a lot of this it goes over my head.
yeah.
What is there?
But what is here is really nice.
Yeah, I do like the hanging wind chime. I guess that would be.
Wind chimer light, yeah.
Yeah. I do love the glass.
Oh yeah, the cherry blossom glass window is so nice.
Yeah, window pane is what I was trying to say. That was the word.
Yeah, the stained glass window pane. That's what it is.
Thank you.
Very
Um,
nice. The rug is nice.
yeah,
It's
I'm
nice.
not really crazy about these lover seats right here because I don't like the
No,
rose wrapped around them.
I don't like the wicker backing either myself, but I can see someone really using that really well.
You know, that looks to me something more like an outdoor furniture to me.
It kind of does, yeah. But I do know someone who have that in their houses around here, so it doesn't
Fair enough.
surprise me.
I'd say it seems like something more outdoorsy to me than output
Yes,
inside of my house.
it does. But like I said, I can definitely see someone doing something with that.
The bed, it's all right. I mean, there's nothing.
Nothing amazing about it, but it's not hideous. There's some hideous beds in this
Yeah,
game.
I mean, it does what it does. It's a bed.
Now, if only we could log out in our rooms. I'd like that. I understand why we can't, but I wish we could. Eh,
The Vider, I guess that's going to be right there behind the bed.
That's nice. I can see someone using that. Yeah. My favorite item there is definitely the little sink there. That would be really useful for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think mine is the window pane.
Yeah, that is nice.
Just because I like artwork. I love window pane artwork sometimes. Like it depends on what it is,
Hmm.
but it's just really nice.
Yep.
And then we got the outdoor. I love this.
It's big though. There's new walls, new shrubbery, and
Yeah.
new generic plants, but the otter fountain is the winning item for the outdoors here.
Yeah,
Not what I'd use myself, but it's cute. I think it's real cute.
I love the otters in this game. They're cute and
They're-
adorable.
yes,
And they go fishing with me.
yes, they do.
Okay, let's continue on. Portrait furnishings may now be previewed. That's
Hmm.
more of a life
But when you're
thing.
planning out your house, yep. More orchestrations are added every time they add more songs. They've got to add more orchestrations.
Yep. So, following up the
Every
addition of new orchestrations, orchestrated categories have been adjusted as follows. The track numbers have been reassigned. So, they're
yep,
just trying to reorganize everything a little bit better.
yeah. So you can find things faster rather than having like 100 songs in one list. You have 50 songs in each list. That's more manageable.
Mostly, they're just separating a lot of because a lot of dungeon songs have been going in there now at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah. They really need to separate them.
and
I
certain
think they should have done it sooner, but they're doing it now. Good
yeah.
enough.
So
Same with
that
the quests. Quests are being separated from others. I'm guessing.
uh, others are ambient, I would think.
No, I wouldn't say ambient. I would say quests are probably from other
Eh,
for the sake of where they
probably.
were. Because ambient is just like
Yeah.
birds chirping in the background.
And new aquarium fish have been added.
Because we've got more fishing spots
Is that a
and
stingray?
always. I believe that is a stingray. Yes,
Because that looks like a stingray with like someone put a bunch of
coral on it. Yeah.
yeah.
Who knows? Maybe that's down from the keeper out of the watering temple.
Well, if never once went for an aquarium, I'll be more happy to catch them.
Yep. New plants added to the pots. Gardening's not our cup of tea.
No, but still kind of neat. I mean, if you're into the gardening kind of thing, like I could see you really liking these.
Yep. These patches really show you how much work they put into all the side little nibbly things. Now we're getting to the
Show you where to buy the seeds.
yep. Now we're to the fun part. Now the
Oh
fun
god,
part.
that means I'm gonna have to go to. Oh god, I'm gonna have to spend time there now too.
You gotta start doing fashion report again if you want to get that. I hope I have enough. I probably don't have enough saved up, but I now have something to use my gold saucer points for. Because I don't want to collect. I don't collect every mount from the gold saucer. Some of them are, I think, are really ugly. But this one is clearly based off Setzer's airship, the Blackjack from Final Fantasy VI. I'm wondering if it's a multi-seater
I would have to think it is.
because you can't see your character.
Like I know we're probably supposed to be sitting in that bottom part, but I think it's gonna be like the whale. It feels like I'm gonna be sitting inside the air blimp.
Probably, yeah. Either way, it's a nice little touch for us. I'm hoping it plays a six song. Even though I'm not a big fan of six, I do want to play a song from six.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna give you something that's clearly inspired from there, they have to at least try and play the music from it.
Yep. And they've added in a new mini game, or at least a new variation of the Leap of
Oh
Faith.
Jesus Christ! Can we not with the air heights?
I don't want to do it because it involves so much plants. I can feel my allergies. I'm already sick enough as is.
Freaking already hate jumping puzzles in this game, and this one I
I
can't
know.
cheat.
I know. You can't cheat this one, no.
Follow just been made to the gate schedule. One of the three listed gates will be held at the times. So basically, they're readjusting the schedulers for when the bonus stuff happens.
Yep. Hour, hour and 20 minutes, hour and 40 minutes.
So you'll basically have one almost every 20 minutes, I guess.
Yep, have that. And like every time they add more songs, they add more triple triad cards. So gotta collect them all.
Yeah, I am not bothering with that because I cannot get any luck with triple triad.
No, me either. I try every now and then, but then I give up.
Miscellaneous, more roundabout. The following addition adjustments have made to the island sanctuaries. This is huge stuff I was interested in.
Yep. So the
Uh,
island now has gone from rank 10 as max to rank 12 as your max.
New vision has been added. New items that are offered for the horrendous hoarder NPC in exchange for islands and seafarers.
Yep.
Calories? Is that how you pronounce that?
Calories. That is how you pronounce it. Yes, calories are a type of shell.
Okay. New gathering points have been added. New gathering materials have been added. The range from which gathering points can be accessed has been increased. The minimap now can now be configured to display desired gathering points by accessing sanctuary settings. Oh, good. So I can stop getting what I don't want at that time.
Basically, yeah, or at least cut down on where they show up on the mini map. So you won't see like every tree, just trees and not just trees and vegetation.
Yeah. New sanctuary crafting recipes has been added. That's good because I would like to see more stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
New produce. I'm not even sure what that looks like. It looks like a pepper.
I think those are peppers, yeah.
'Cause that's the first thing that comes to mind when I look at those.
Bell pepper.
Yeah. New
So
animals have been added.
they don't have it listed here, but there's a tiger as well. So I'm going to hunt for the tiger. I don't know if I want a griffin, but I wouldn't say no to a griffin.
I'm gonna catch it just because I can, if I can.
Yes.
Just means I'm gonna
Now,
spend time on my island because I still gotta catch a goddamn alligator.
now here comes some really nice quality of life things.
An option to collect items in mass from the produce producer and the creature comfort has been added.
So you don't have to go to each individual animal and go collect and continue service,
Yeah.
or each plot and go collect and continue gardening. You can just go give me everything and keep gardening.
Yeah, that's nice. I honestly don't know why that was there in the first place, but that might just be
Yeah,
an oversight.
that definitely feels like a. Hey Jim, did you remember to code that? Oh crap! I thought that was Frank's job. Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Oh
that definitely
gee.
feels like an oversight, especially for something that they did this much care into, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely on lines of. Have you? All right, we've polished every single thing we can look at. Did you polish the interfaces?
Shit!
Ooh.
The position of change nickname in the pasture management subcommand has been adjusted.
So it's not the first anymore, so you
Yeah.
won't actually just keep kind of trying to change your monsters' names.
It is now possible to free an animal from the posture upon capture another when the capture is at capacity.
So what that means is if you've got 10 animals and you can only hold 10 animals and you catch an 11th animal, you may now release one of the animals without having to worry about the one you just caught being lost.
Which is nice because you can decide what you want to keep.
Yeah, on the fly, so you don't have to like, oh hey, an alligator, better run back to the pasture and make an open spot. All right, open spot, better run back, and the weather's gone, the alligator's gone.
Yeah, that's happened too many times.
Yeah, so now you don't have to worry about that. So this is one of the new little landmarks you can make.
I'm not even sure what this is,
It
but I
appears
like
to
it.
be some sort of minecart race or something.
I don't know, but I like it. I want it.
All right, well you can make it then. Now here are some nice little touches. The orchestration role originally only played for the owner of the island. Now everyone can hear the island's orchestration roles picked.
When visit your friend's isle, players can now enjoy the tunes played from the island keyboard orchestrations. Map music will be prioritized over orchestration. New materials can now be acquired from foraging expeditions. It is now possible to dispatch a foraging expedition from expedition area menu by pressing the Y or
Yep.
triangle on the gamepad. New Ileworks handcrafts have been added. Each heading in the supply and demand menu can now be sorted in ascending or descending order. Time has been added as filtering option to the supply and demand menu. That's actually useful.
Hmm.
Multiple conditions should now be selected for filtering idle handicrafts.
That's also really useful if you want to say, I only want to build stuff 4 hours that are made out of wood. It'll narrow it down for you faster.
Yeah. So basically, just little things for your life to make you organizing shit easier.
Yeah. Soon enough, this will be a full-on proper game expanded onto the like tacked onto this one. Right now, it feels like a small distraction that's kind of nice, not the most amazing thing, but eventually it will reach probably levels near Animal Crossing, but not quite Animal Crossing. It will never be Animal Crossing. Please stop trying to make this Animal Crossing.
The schedule of previous cycles in the current session can now be viewed in the Outworks. See where your past stuff held up.
Mm-hmm.
Popularity, supply, demand shift, and predicted popularity of selected Outworks handcrafts are now displayed in the set agenda menu. Thank
This is really
God.
good. This is good for those people who like to micromanage. Me, I just have presets and I just keep making them every single week because they're guaranteed to make me enough back, so I don't care.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I just vary it up a little bit, but at least.
Oh, there's no variation. If you come to my store, you buy an axe. What if I want a potion? You buy an axe.
Yeah, well, just because of how I am and how I have supplies, but at least
Yeah,
this way people can see where they want to see what they
yeah.
might want to make and stuff like that. So I understand this one. I think this is another
It's
oversight.
it's
Feels.
I think it's a really good idea. It's just way too busy work for me.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, some people like their busy work, and I'm not going to take that from them.
Oh no, I mean if they're into this, have fun, and here's something to help you do what you do best.
There's definitely people out there who were spreadsheeting this beforehand, and now they don't need their spreadsheets. Some people will be happy about that, but you know there's one guy out there who has particular spreadsheets, and when he looks at the game's version and they realize they don't match his, they're going to freak out slightly.
And he's going to go back to the drawing board, and by the time he
Yeah,
finishes, we'll be to the next update.
yes, and he will never use the game's version. But you know what? You do you. I know people who never use in-game maps, make them draw their own by hand.
Materials with insufficient inventory are now displayed in red in the material allocation window, so that's more
That's
of an
just nice.
indication that you don't have enough, which is
Yeah,
nice.
before it was like a minus symbol next to it. I'm like, that doesn't help me at all.
Yeah. Most recently accessed tab in the material allocation window will now display upon reopening it. So you pretty much open up where you left off. That's kind of nice. New column displaying the fluctuation in handicraft's value due to supply and demand has been added to the earnings.
So yeah, it showed you had plus of these or minus these. Now they're showing that minus in red, which is very useful. That's how I handle things at my own job. If we're in the red for something, I actually write in the red.
Well, that
It
showed how
helps.
much it's worth in points.
Yes,
So,
but still, that's still an example of in the showing you written in red
yeah.
how much easier it is to tell that. Oh, hey, that's not a good thing.
But I think this is nice to say, oh, I want to make high value items. What's high value today? There
Hmm.
you go.
I just hope that red is good for people who are colorblind.
Let's hope so. I mean, it is pretty distinct compared to the white, so I hope so. But
Yeah, but neither one of us are colorblind, so we
no.
can't say for sure.
But
Plus,
maybe
there's
we'll
so much
also hope a lot more
variation.
with the colorblind mode, so we hope
Yeah,
so. Um, The mode selected from the Isle Keeps index will now remain active until you log out of the game.
That's useful.
Notification will now display to indicate when a player has visited your island. Well, that's nice.
Yep. So if I show up on your island, the game will pop up saying Zuri showing up on island.
And now something a lot of people have been asking for.
Some for your hairstyles.
So there's the back. There's the front.
Very
There's the
nice.
back. There's the front. Kind of cute, and I can understand why they want more hairstyles for them.
Yeah, they're just adding in hairstyles that are already in the game and letting people have them because that one on the right, I think my character can use.
Yeah. Another
I
one on
don't.
the left is in there too. I just don't see it that often.
No, I prefer keeping my character with long hair.
And then so have the Rothgar putting in their hairstyles.
Hmm.
Because I know this one has been in the game because that's my hairstyle.
Hmm.
And that one, I'm pretty sure is one we just don't. I think that's Hancock's hairstyle.
You're probably right, but they dyed it differently. So,
Yeah.
and at least I like how they show you how it looks with the highlights.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm just hoping when they finally do get female Rothgar, we start off with as many as the male Rothgar have.
If that means I have to push back when we get the female Rothgar, I'll be okay with that.
Same.
But
Also, I just have one more nitpick. Let the male Rothgar wear top hats.
let them wear hats in general.
If I'm only allowed to pick one hat, it has to be a top hat. But hats in general,
You
yes.
only
But
say
I
that
want.
because you wear a monocle.
Yeah, exactly. There's a hat and monocle combo as an item, and I can't wear the monocle because the hat won't work.
D-Sport has been added for the following duties: the Great
So
Cabal
all
Library.
all of Heaven's Ward now, if it's a main story dungeon, you can go in there with NPCs and you don't have to play with people. So they just need to finish Stormblood, and you can pretty much play Final Fantasy XIV as nearly a one-player game.
I don't think that's as much fun, but I can understand the reason why. So I
I
have.
understand you have friends, but obviously every now and then, very socially awkward people might not want that.
No, I understand
And
that completely. I mean, there's even times where I just don't want to deal with people, but I want to go in there, and it's like,
it also ensures that you always get the loot.
this is also true.
I think it decreases the number of loot that's available, but as you're guaranteed to get it every single time, I think that's a fair trade-off.
But I can only get the same ring so many times before I want to murder somebody.
Yes, that's also very fair.
So moving on from there, we have the following additions and adjustments have been made to Wanderer's Tales.
So every now and then you get like a bronze or silver certificate from Chloe, and these can be traded in for items. I believe the earring will probably be for bronze. I'm thinking the necklace will be
Yeah.
for silver, but do you want a little corgi to hang off your ear?
You know Neb's gonna want these.
Oh yeah, they're cute. They're really freaking cute. If you go down to the necklace, I think the necklace is actually even cuter.
I like the little paw prints.
Me too. Me too. So now you can get both a uh, Kate Sith necklace and a corgi necklace.
Oh,
I
that
will
reminds me.
scare
You know what I discovered recently?
what
The earrings do hang out the horns and the aura.
we've had this conversation 5 or 6 times. So
Yeah, but no, I actually see it very clearly with the recent earrings.
I know it depends on the earrings. Every single time you get new earrings that let you see it, you always go, "I just discovered this."
I only get every other earring.
Hmm.
The following duties have been added: Pandemonium, which I love how they screw up the A&E on that one.
Yep.
Basilis 5th through 8th circles. Lapis Manilis.
Yep. That's the new dungeon coming up.
The Shifting uh,
Gymnasium.
Gymnasium Agadon. And the Clockwork Castle Town. Crystalline
Yep. So these are
Conflict.
all. These now have a chance of showing up in Chloe's Wanderer's Tales.
Nice.
So the Fox Hollow has been updated. We're no longer being able to fight Sephiroth in the Unreal mode. Now instead we fight Sophia. So I am not doing this. I
Oh
hate
God, no,
Sophia.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
hate
no,
Sophia.
no,
No, no,
no, and
no,
no.
no, no, no. So we'll just go on to the next one. A free new emote for all players. Don't know where it'll show up. It might
Oh,
be
touching
a
near for the
the Link Pro. Yeah, I want this one. I don't know where it'll be, but since it's in 2.x, every player has a chance of getting it.
because that always kind of puzzled me. Like,
Mm.
are the link pearls actually in your ear, or
They are the size of an actual pearl. They're in lore a special clam produces these pearls that can talk to each other.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, do we stick the pearl in our ears? Do we have it as
Well, how?
hearing, or
That's how we hear it. Yeah, I imagine. I imagine it's like a tiny, terrible earbud. Sorry, I hate earbuds. So the races are getting new sit poses. I
uh,
don't know if I like the Makote one or the Rothgar one, but I'd really like the Elza one on the left. He's basically like, I don't want to be here. I wanted to go to Burger King. I didn't want to go to McDonald's.
I kind of like the one in the middle. Is like I'm paying attention.
Yes, I see. I like the Makote one, but I'm not crazy on it. And the Rothgar one just kind of looks derpy as all heck.
That reminds me of you sitting with Doc when he's sitting on the ground.
Yeah, but not as funny to me. There's no Vieira or Rowe or Ara here, so I don't know if those guys have gotten poses. I think they probably have. We'll find out when the game comes out.
Or finishes patching anyway.
That's what I mean.
A new pose is now available when holding the umbrella type fashion accessories.
Hmm. Sassy.
I can see he's already doing that.
All right, now to the meat.
Now
Battle
for the
changes.
battle system.
This is for all the big stuff. So
This is where we're gonna have discussions.
Paladin is getting a huge amount of rework, but
Jesus
unfortunately,
Christ.
me and Soul are not Paladin players.
No, but we have dabbled, so
Yes, we know how to play the job. I wouldn't say anyone was great at it. Soul's probably better than I am.
let's start with fight or flight. The effect has been changed from increased physical damage dealt by 25% to increased damage dealt by 25%.
So that means,
That may not seem significant, but that means all damage pretty much. It means he can do anything magical or physical.
yeah,
It's
before people got in arguments if fight or flight counted for like Holy Circle or Spirits Within. Now it does. Before it didn't.
so like as I said, the devil's in the details.
Yeah,
Duration has also been reduced from 25 seconds to 20.
that makes sense. If it's going to boost everything's damage, lowering how long it lasts does make sense for balance purposes.
Yeah. Potency has been reduced. Right blade potency is reduced from 170 to 120. Combo has been reduced from 300 to 280.
Okay, so they're hitting a little bit weaker. All right.
Well, it's only one part of the combo. The rest of it seems fine. So,
Yeah. All right.
and I'm
Iron
pretty sure
Will.
right blade is the first hit, so that's always going to be the weakest anyway.
Mhm. So Iron Will is now. Oh, okay. You can recast it faster. So if you need to tank swap faster, it's easier. Good.
Eh.
No complaints there.
Okay, Sheltron. The effect has been changed from blocking incoming attacks to reduce damage by 15%.
That's better.
Yeah, because didn't it only block one attack and then. If that's the
Kind.
attack I'm thinking of?
I think that's what it used to. I think they've always been treating Sheltron. Now it's just better.
Yeah. I mean, the damn
Providence.
thing was quick enough to be used, and 15% damage is nothing to sneeze at.
No, Providence. The amount of MP recovered has been increased. Okay, that's good. Paladin does have sometimes MP management problems. Good to know.
Kyle bonus
Combo.
grants Divine Might has been added.
Don't know what that is.
Uh,
We'll find out later, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
I don't remember this one. Like I said, none of us do really do Paladin.
Goring Blade. The effect of the action has been revamped. Goring Blade now functions as follows. Delivered an attack potency of 700. Okay, that's nice. The weapon skill does not share a recast star with any other actions. Oh, so rather than be a perfect combo action, it's now a finisher. It's
Yeah,
gonna
recast time has been increased from 2.5 seconds to 60 seconds, so it's its own little thing.
nice. So Paladin now has a
Off global
Bloodspiller,
cooldown.
Bloodspiller Felcleave.
Yeah.
Nice. Brings it more in line with the rest of them.
Divine Veil. The effect has been changed from upon HP recovery via healing magic cast by self or party member, protect barriers cast on all party members within a radius of 15 yalms to create a barrier around self and all party members near you.
Okay, good. Now no one sucks.
Yeah, now it no longer depends on anything else that could go wrong.
Also, Divine Veil didn't give you the Paladin a shield. It just gave your party a shield. Now it gives you a shield too.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
been long coming
Yeah.
because
If that was already changed beforehand, yeah, but I do remember for the longest time Divine Veil did nothing for you, so a lot of Paladins didn't use it because, like, hey, I'm the one being punched in the face.
I kind. The only thing that I didn't feel was up to it was upon HP recovery, because I always felt weird because then
Yeah,
you had to heal yourself to activate it.
yeah,
So it felt kind of useful, but at the same time impractical.
yeah.
Let's see here. Royal Authority. Potency has been reduced from 130 to 120.
Mm,
Combo bonus reduced from 420 to 380. And the combo bonus grants Divine Might has been added.
okay.
I think what they're doing is that they're giving it more global off global cooldowns, and to compensate with that, they're lowering some of the combos
Yeah,
for it.
makes sense. Holy Spirit.
Potency
Okay.
has been increased from 300 to 350.
During
Re
request cat, we always call it request cat. It's now doing 650. Not bad, not bad.
uh,
Potency to increase to 430 under the fight effect of Divine Might. The effect of Divine Might will be prioritized over request when under the effect of both. Now, I'm wondering, when you do Spirits Within, Fight or Flight, I mean, with Holy Spirit, does that prioritize as well?
not sure. That'll be something to experiment with if you're a huge paladin player.
Mm-hmm. So Request Cat's potency has also been reduced from 4 to 3.
Maximum
Maximum stacks
stacks.
down to 4. Okay.
Increase the potency of the Holy Spirit and Holy Circle and spells require no cast time.
Mm-hmm.
To increase the potency of Holy Spirit, Holy Circle, all confiteor.
Oh, and Confiteor, yep.
Combo action spells will require no cast time, which is always nice to have no cast time.
Mm-hmm.
The additional effects grants Blade of Faith ready when the effect of. Ugh, getting tongue tied here.
Okay. It just changes it to grants it ready in general, so you don't have to wait for Request Cat to end. You just have
Yeah.
grants
So
Confiteor.
pretty much you're just speeding up the whole process. So it seems to
Holy
me, like I
Circle.
said, they're giving it more off global cooldowns and trying to speed up Paladin a little bit.
Yeah, what I do know the problem with Paladin and why it was the least popular of the tanks right now is the other three have burst windows. Paladin had a consistent damage rate. It was doing a flat damage rate the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on paper, that should be better. It did not match up in math.
Yeah, especially
The,
the
the
way some
burst
people play the other classes.
the burst damage from Dark Knight and Gunbreaker were so far ahead, and Warrior's burst rate while behind them was so good in general that Paladin itself was the least popular
Yeah,
of the four
especially
tanks,
since Warriors
which,
healed so much.
yeah.
Jerks.
Hey, you're still one of the more popular tank, apparently. Last I read.
That's only
I
because
could be
we're so
wrong.
awesome in the darkness.
Anywho, so Holy Circle does less damage, the same thing as Holy Spirit with the Divine Might stats. Okay, makes sense. Atonement potency has been dropped from 420 to 380. Not nice.
Yeah, that. I hope they're
Configure
not dropping this too much.
Configure potency has dropped from 1000 to 400.
But under the
Potency's
effect of.
request 900. Potency will be reduced 50% for the second and all remaining enemies. Okay, that makes
It
sense.
almost feels like they're almost pulling a Dark Knight here, being under certain requirements for abilities.
Mm.
Because remember
Effect.
early Dark Knight, you needed to open up with
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, it's been so long I can't remember half of it now.
Yeah. Holy Sheltron. Okay, because normal Sheltron changed. Obviously, Holy Sheltron has to change too. Makes sense.
Because Holy Sheltron just
Expiation.
gave you regen.
Expiation potency is increased from 420 to 450.
Uh,
Reduce potency for this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Uh,
Everything hit what?
yeah, that's your AOE part of your AOE's.
Mm-hmm.
Blade of Faith enemy cost has been increased from 0 to 1,000. Potency has been reduced from 480 to 200. Potency is increased to 700 while under the effect of Recussit. And the addition effect restores MP has been removed.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that's what's going on. They now have to. So the entire Configure Blade combo, Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, Blade of Valor, now cost MP rather than being free.
Yeah.
Interesting. They all cost a flat 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
And they do increase hell of an increased damage once under requested.
Yep. And their normal damage is down.
Now it really
Okay.
does feel like they're turning this into a Dark Knight.
The combo bonus damage over time has been removed for Blade of Valor. I did not know it had damage over time.
Huh.
Divine Might Magic. The combo bonus Divine Might Magic has been added. You okay?
Enhanced Prominence, now acquired at level 72, previously level 66. Combat grants Divine Might has been added.
Hmm.
Enhanced Divine Veil, the healing effect of Divine Veil now applies upon execution rather than when the barrier is applied to targets.
Ooh, now we get to the good job. Let's see the buffs Warrior got. Defiance got a buff. All right, 3-2. Wait a second. Shake it off. Bear duration effect has increased from 50 to 30 seconds. Yes. The additional effect gradually restores HP has been added with a cure potency of 100. I can heal even more now.
Excuse me a second.
Ah, best tag, best tag, best tag, best tag, best tag,
Okay,
best
I'm
tag,
back.
best.
I'm done screaming my eyes out.
All right, let's see Dark Knight's buff.
Great. Recast time has been reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds.
And what else?
Great. Recast time has been reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds.
Okay, what about Gunbreaker?
Royal Guard. Recast time has been reduced from 3 seconds to 2 seconds.
So tank swapping is just generally easier for all four tanks. Good. Still think Dark Knight needs a little more love, but
I,
guess we're on to the DPS.
I would just like to say, can I please get some health regen besides like 2 abilities?
No, I take your regen and give to a whole party.
I mean, I'm grateful Shaken Off now actually helps with the healing, but
It already was the best AoE tank buff.
I mean, I remember when I used to be able to spam Abyssal Drain and had my HP come back.
Nope, now you just get punched in the face.
I mean, I'm grateful that they reworked Walking Dead, but could use a little more help here.
I mean, to be fair, I fucking love the rework Walking Dead got.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm not complaining about that part.
All right, let's go on to Monk, I guess.
Now this is one neither one of us plays either, but
Riddle to Earth recast time has been increased from 30 seconds to 120 seconds. Grants 3 stacks of Riddle Earth. Each stack duration damage taken by 20% has been changed to reduce damage by 20%.
so they're
Okay,
not giving us the 3 stacks anymore. It's just
that's
generally
better wording. Additional charges have been removed. Additional effects grants Riddle Earth reply upon taking damage has been added. Gradually restoring HP with a cure potency of 100.
so it's basically kind of like my
Mm,
shield with my Reaper. That's
that's
what I'm
not
getting
bad.
from this.
All right. Lancer and Dragoon. Life Surge. Recast time has been reduced from 45 to 40 seconds. Whee!
Might make them happy. They might be able to take health faster.
Speaking of making them happy, there's Bard. Nature's Minette. Recast time has been increased to 90 to 120 seconds. The effect has been changed from increase HP recovery via healing action from party members to or self by 20% to increase healing recovery via healing actions by 50%. Okay, so it's just a nerf.
No, it's now it's for the whole party instead of a single
Oh,
target. Look
oh.
at the word:
I
increase HP recovery via healing actions for a party member or self. To increase HP recovery via healing actions by 50 for self and nearby party members.
I didn't catch that. Thank you. That's my dyslexia kick again.
No problem. But like again, not trying to insult him, but like I said, devil's in the details.
It is. It is. That's one of the reasons why I like having people do these videos.
So while you're losing 5% of the healing, you're not. It's not for an individual person. So
I like that more.
yeah,
We'll see how the bards feel about it, but generally most bards I know want to help the entire party at once.
yeah.
So,
And this
all
makes a
right then.
lot more sense. I don't think Bard should have the individual targeting abilities, in my opinion.
I mean, as much as I like their ability to remove a single dot from somebody, which I wish more jobs could do that besides healers,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you are right. It makes more sense to buff the entire party. Now, let's get to my main.
Holy
Please be
shit.
good. Oh, nice view. Gauss round. Potency increased from 120 to 130.
Hypercharge now grants 5 stacks of overheated.
Yes!
Effect duration has been increased from 8 to 10
Yes!
seconds. So,
Yes!
could you remind me what
Yeah!
this is?
Hypercharge is when you overheat your gun and fire off heat blasts. Before, this was a timed event. You fired off as many heat blasts as you could in those 8 seconds.
Ah,
The problem with this is lag. If you lagged out, you could clip your heat blasts. So you should be able to do like, well, it says 5 here. So you could do 5 before. If your lag got bad, rather than do all 5, you would get 4 or at worst 3.
Ah.
This is your damage window. So now that it's stacked, even if you can't clip it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and because it's 8 to 10 seconds, you have chance to, oh shit, I shouldn't be spamming. I should be like doing something else.
Yeah.
Wildfire.
Wildfire
Effective.
has can now be stacked to a maximum of 6 times.
Okay, so you can hit it 6 times and then it explodes. Good.
Ricochet poses increase from 120 to 130.
Nice.
Sounds small, but when you're doing repeated damage, this does add
Well,
up.
the thing is, when you're doing your when you're hypercharged following your heat blast, that recharges the cooldown on Gauss
Mm-hmm.
and Ricochet. So again, when you clipped, you wouldn't get the recharge as well. So now you have the recharge. You can
Yep.
really pump up damage.
Heated slug shot. Combo potency has been increased from 280 to 300.
Yeah,
Heated clean shot. Combo potency has been increased from 360 to 380.
yeah.
Marksman mastery. The increased potency of heated clean shot has been changed from 110 to 120.
Okay, that makes sense
So
for the comp.
basic general buff in all consistency for machinist.
Definitely, Machinist needed it.
I haven't seen a lot of machinists, so I can't really say one way or the other with that.
We're Machinist is the bottom of the barrel for the 3 range DPS
Mm-hmm.
jobs in terms of what people want for meta.
Dancer, curing walls cannot be executed while dancing. Shield summon cannot be executed while dancing.
Mwah.
So basically, you're not locked out of doing helpful things while you're executing your dance.
Excellent, excellent. Ooh, this will make them happy for a white mage.
Recast time is reduced from 45 seconds to 40 seconds for size. Yeah, size is one of the white mage's better abilities.
Ooh, some sage buffs.
Let's see what Sage got. Phaligma, recast timer from 45 to 40 seconds.
For Phlegma 1, Phlegma 2, and Phlegma 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your one of your biggest hitting attacks for Sage.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
Adder Sting, stacks of Adder Sting are now also granted when the barrier granted by Eucrasian
Eucrasian.
Prognosis itself is completely depleted.
Oh, where it runs out, not when it breaks. So that means you can get Adder Sting without having to worry about breaking your shields.
Yeah, but now I'm curious if that means that it only says to self, so it doesn't mean it works for other party members.
I'm okay with that actually.
Well, no, I'm just making sure that it's clearly stated for that because that's how I'm reading it.
Yes, that does look like what it says there. So that does at least give you a way of getting Adder Sting, even if like things are not
Mm-hmm.
hitting hard enough, but you still need to pump out more DPS.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that it shouldn't be a thing. I'm just saying, like, don't
Like this
go
will
give
just
it to the tank expecting if they're not running into anything.
yeah, this will definitely help for like DPS checks.
Yeah. So it looks like the Paladin and the got the biggest rework,
Yeah, with Machinist falling right behind.
and Sage is
Which
third for biggest changes, I think.
yeah, that makes sense. So once again, Reaper not touched, Samurai not touched, and none of the mages were touched. And we do know that Astrologian is going to get major rework for
Yeah.
7.0 though.
Yeah. Now we have new actions traits have been added.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look. Release Iron Will. Level 10 cancels the effective Iron Will. Bulwark. Level 52. Blocking income attacks for 10 seconds. And
Oh,
enhance.
request cat.
Grants the effect of Confederate Ready.
Looks like all 4 tanks are getting a release their tank stance as a completely separate button.
Marauder Warrior. Release Defiance. Level 10. Cancels the effect of Defiance. Release effective Grit. Gunbreaker. Same thing. And
I need to
Machinist
just
Dismantle. Lowers target's damage dealt by 10% for
yes.
10 seconds.
So I got my wrench back.
Yes. I'm sorry, I want to do that too. Just because I like.
Now I can throw the wrench right back in X the helmet. God, it's in the eye slot. How did you do that?
Oh my god, picture. I just imagine doing that to Omega. 8 Reg! Clang.
Oh, so they gave Machinist a party utility again. I'm so happy for that.
Hey, you make sure I don't die as a Dark Knight.
Yeah, like you couldn't use the rather than give you the cooldown, they gave me the cooldown.
Miscellaneous adjustments to action, trait, and status effects.
Now this one's
More
good for
come.
you as a Dark Knight.
Yeah, that's still to come, but we'll see how that fares out. Icons indicating physical, magical, and unique damage will now be displayed in the battle log.
So,
Thank you,
sword,
freaking God.
physical, magic wand, magic damage. Star, whatever.
It's just gonna hurt you.
It's magically physical.
But now that's
What?
for 2.x.
That's for everything. It's now been retroactively added to everything.
Yeah, we've been needing that for a long time. I'm glad that's being fully implemented.
This one's a nice one coming out next, but it might cause a bit of clutter.
Time remaining for enhancing and enfeebling effects will now be displayed on the party list.
So this will
I
be really good for, as a sage, putting a shield on someone and realizing, okay, that shield's going to wear off in a second, so I wait till it goes off before I reapply it. Or, oh shit, dumbass down there has a vulnerability. It's going to last 42 seconds. I need to watch him for 40 seconds.
Yeah, so it is good and bad. It's good because it gives you, if you're really on top of things with that, it'll give you a
Mhm.
good way to keep track of it.
Oh, perfect. The option can be enabled or disabled via the party list tab, meaning you don't have to have it if it's too much numbers for you.
Oh, well, that's good.
My problems are gone.
Yep.
I'm
No
going to try it
complaints
on
here.
for a
Moving
while.
on.
I'm going to try it on for a while. If I do not like it, I will remove it.
Text color for the recast timer in the middle of action icons when enlarged has been adjusted for certain actions.
Whatever that means.
Yeah.
The new dungeon, Lapis Manalis has
Ooh,
been added.
that looks
Yeah, it
nice
looks.
actually.
It almost looks like outside my window.
I like the like little steps over here to the bridge.
I love the frozen waterfalls.
Yeah. And
So,
like you can see like the small particle effects of falling snow from the tips.
yep. So it's the standard end of patch dungeon. Max level needed. Average item level needs to be pretty decent. 4 players takes about 90 minutes.
Well, that's
Requirements
90 minutes
is
that you have to complete it, not how long it
yeah, it
should
takes
take.
90 minutes before you get kicked out. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yes, its requirements are players must complete the main scenario.
And
New
then
trial
a new
has been
trial has
added.
been added.
Hidden.
Wow, that looks pretty dark.
It does. Average
Average
item level
five ninety five, eight
makes it.
players, and you got 60
Requirements.
minutes.
The requirements to unlock this are,
I don't know. Party members. I don't know.
but it is part of the main scenario. So much like the last fight we had, this is probably one of the 4 fiends
And then we got question mark hidden.
for the savage version
Yeah.
or the extreme version. Here are the requirements to unlock from the old minstrel, the wandering minstrel, yada yada, and now the stuff about Sophia Unlimited, Unreal. No, thank you. No, thank
Yeah, I'll
you.
be skipping that too.
You get it from Mr. Fox. This stuff is pretty normal. The drop rate for the Endsinger mount has increased.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
You also can get blue feathers and trade them in now. Good, good. Abyssos has dropped its weekly sword. You can now get a sword every single time you do Abyssos Pandemonium 8, and you only need 4 swords to buy a weapon.
Yeah, I wasn't really enthralled by them, but I may take another look at it now that might be easier to get. Reaper and
Reaper and
Sage
Sage
weapons
are,
are now available from coffers that appear after completing a Mega Alphscape Savage.
yeah, more weapons for us.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they look very good.
I
Because,
liked some of the dino weapons they got from there. They were pretty nice.
yeah. Alliance Raid Dungeon.
Inferos, I believe they're calling it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have no idea how to say that.
That could be wrong too.
Has been added.
This looks pretty.
This looks like it's ready to kill my allergies.
Oh yeah, but I like the flying tree. Maybe all the trees can fly away.
This item level 595.
That's not bad.
No, it's higher than I think it is, but it's only because I'm starting to get my item level up to 620. So, like, my
Yeah, and
brain is.
this will give the same quality gear as the Savage stuff from last Pandemonium.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to level up your gear really fast.
Requirements level 90, of course.
1 tank, 2 healers, 5 DPS per party.
Guys,
Pretty standard
yeah,
stuff.
so you gotta speak to Derek to get it started.
Once a week you get a coin or something for beating it, and you can later trade these coins in for better gear.
Mm-hmm. Just something to log in once a time and do it and get it done with. The following adjustment made to Aglaya.
Aglaya, that was the last raid.
Players will not only reward crack anther clusters upon completing Algaia.
You now get cracked alpha clusters from completing Infodos. That's how you get those. You trade in your cracked clusters for materia.
Yeah. The following adjustments have been made to deep dungeons. A next button has been
Ooh.
added to the item appraisal window, allowing players to more easily appraise additional items.
Rather than go from one, then back to the menu, then back to one. Now you just stay in one menu and
Yeah.
just get them all done.
Deep dungeon guide interface has been adjusted. That'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Players can now view the deep dungeon guide via the character info window, even after entering the duty.
Nice.
Sustaining potion effect duration has been increased from 15 to 30 seconds.
Nice.
Imperion potion effect duration was increased from 15 to 30 seconds. Oh, that'll definitely be helpful.
Yeah, that'll definitely helpful.
Especially for my
So,
ass. The items required to enhance equipment purchased with Allegan Tombstones of Causality, Moonshine Twine, and Moonshine Shine
yeah,
can be purchased from the following vendors.
this is what usually ends up happening. After a while, these items get moved to the hunt category rather than the discontinued tombstones.
Oh, good. I got a couple saved up. I can actually use these now.
That's one of the things I do. I tend to save them up until the third raid, so you can because you need coins and both coins start upgrade.
Yeah. After acquiring items to enhance your equipment, go to these people. The following users have been added to the raid finder.
Mhm.
Question mark, question
And
mark, question
and Unreal.
mark.
Storm's Crowd Extreme has been moved from Raid Finder to Duty Finder. It's now the older raid, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Players will now receive the power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated during the following trials.
Storm's Crown Extreme makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep. Pretty
Strength the
much.
Echo has now been added to Pandemonium Savage. Makes sense.
Yep. Duties listed within Duty Roulette Expert have been changed.
So Azadal's Legacy has been bumped from the Expert Duty Roulette to the level 90 roulette. That happens every single time we get a new dungeon like
Yep.
this. So the Expert is now Felcourt and Lapis Menagerie, and the 91 is Azazal's Legacy, Stigmascape, uh, End of Days,
Yeah.
Smileton.
Same thing that
Yeah,
happens
it's
every time they get to a certain point.
yep.
The following adjustments were made to the Duty Roulette level 90 dungeons.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah.
Oh, that
So the average.
has been added to Duty Roulette trials.
Mm-hmm.
Duties listed with Duty Roulette Mentor have been changed as follows.
Lapis, Infidos,
Once again, just pretty much things that have changed as they go about.
has been added the Stone, Sky, and Sea.
Adjustments have been made to the following instant dungeons: the Great
Biblio
Kubo
Boss.
Library, the
Okay,
Biblios
this this
Boss.
this is for the duty support. So where your NPCs do these dungeons, they will have a easier time because some of this was player too complicated for NPCs to do. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Biblios Boss battle has been adjusted. The ever living Bibliotaph boss battle has been adjusted. Basically, just the boss adjustments because the trash mobs are all the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, they're even adjusting Race Velgar. Yeah, I can see how
And
he'd
Mister.
be a bit of a trick for
Yeah,
it.
he would be. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm never curious to do that dungeon. Also, they're making sloppy adjusted,
Huh.
and they're
Uh,
adding in standardized markers and events during boss battles, so you can have an easier time identifying attacks.
yeah, because I like well, they've been doing a lot more focusing on that one for understanding, so it's kind of more
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're getting to
understood.
the PvP changes.
Okay, so
Organy does less self damage for a warrior. Good.
Dark Knight, Salt and Darkness. Bind effect duration was reduced from 3 to 2 seconds. Oh, gee, thanks.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I just, after doing the whole weekend grind to get them out, it just kind of,
I failed to get that mount, so you can hold your head up high. You got that mount.
I don't think it was worth it, but.
I'm sorry.
Aura, healing points has been increased from 8,000 to 12,000. Regen points has been reduced from 4,000 to 3,000. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Sakuchi for Ninja has recast increased from 15 to 20 seconds. So Saito Tenchu, Death Link duration has reduced from 5 to 4 seconds.
don't even understand that one.
Uh, It's better when you fight a ninja.
Bard, Final Fantasia. Effect has been changed to apply to self and all party members within a radius of 30 yalms, instead of applying Hero Fantasy to nearby party members.
Okay.
So you're pretty much able to affect yourself as well.
Astrologian Arrow. Effect duration has been increased from 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. And Celestial River. The limit gauge charge time has been reduced from 120 to 105 seconds.
Okay.
Limit gauge charge time will be included in limit break help text. Okay. Increase the action movement speed will now include the rate of increase to their help text.
Players will no longer be able to register for multiple duties simultaneously when registering for a PvP duty via the Duty Finder. I didn't know you could do that in the first place. Series 2 will end and Series 3 will begin, and that's.
The new armor you get.
Eh,
It'll be this. It's the same rank as the dragon and the last armor. I'm not crazy about.
I can definitely see what some people would want that. I mean, I
They
could.
make good make they make good paladin armor. I think.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but I might go for it. I might not.
I mean,
So
it is
season
very.
three, series three has ended. Series four starts with. Series three will be last until 6.4. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you'll go through 6.3, 6.35, and eventually the point where. And once 6.4 hits, they'll put
Yeah.
this aside and something else will come in.
So Crystalline Conflict has gotten a new map.
And this looks fancy.
This kicks the crap out of that terrible wind map. I hate that wind map so much.
I'm starting to hate the volcano.
Volcano is okay. Is okay at best.
To be fair, it's only because I keep blowing up.
The track and field was the best one,
Yes.
hands down. This one looks like it's full of traps. It has wandering NPCs. So if you stand on the trick for too long, the floors will jump up, which you might be able to
Yeah.
use to your advantage.
And then it's
Because
got
you could
trick doors to block you off certain ways.
Ooh, I didn't hear about that part.
Yeah, players who approach these false gates will find themselves teleported instantly to another door far away from their expected trajectory. Trick doors only
Ooh, that
operate in one direction, so attempt to return the way you came will prove fruitless.
if you figure out how it works, though, you could probably use that to get around the map faster. Interesting.
Pneumatic Parade. Commencing
Yeah,
after the match is well underway, the Pneumatic Parade triggers the appearance of certain events and NPCs. That looks like Yojimbo down there.
it is. It's Clockwork Yojimba.
Clockwork Yojimbo travels a predetermined path through the arena and unleashes strong physical attacks upon arriving in the vicinity of the center point, checkpoints, and goals.
So that can't be where Yojimbo if it's releasing strong attacks.
Clockwork Oni Myoji
On Moyoji, because there's no I in it.
Myoji travels a predetermined path through the arena and debilitates players with his gaze upon arriving in certain vicinity of checkpoints, center points, and goals. Players who meet his gaze will be greatly shrunk in size, deal less damage, and move slower, and take greater damage. And piles of gold. Kageyami will appear upon a stage outside the arena and shower combatants with gold coins. Players who get their hands on the piles of gold coins will have their limit gauge filled.
Ooh.
Okay, I kind of like it. It's more than just one simple thing.
Yeah, they definitely went all out for this one.
Yeah, because
We'll see how bad. We'll see how chaotic this gets, though.
with the addition of Clockwork Castletown, the following adjustments were made to the arena rotation for casual rented matches.
So before it was the track and field, the volcano, and the shitty cloud map. Now
Yeah.
it's track and field, the volcano map, the Clockwork Town, the track and field, the shitty cloud map, and Clockwork. Okay, so you get the two good ones are being used the most. All right then,
And
I found that.
then to facilitate easier acquisition, medicine kits and bomb cores will be obtainable from a greater distance.
That's good.
One player per job settings will no longer apply to spectators of custom matches.
That's good.
The following distance adjustment made to custom matches. A button allow players to register a rematch will be added to the match results screen.
That's good.
Yeah, so you can just do a rematch instantaneously if you want.
That's good.
Player tiers will no longer be displayed with portraits or match results.
Hmm.
Season 4 will end and Season 5 will begin. With the
So
season ends,
both the series and the seats have ended with this patch and are starting a new one with the next patch.
the top 100 ranking players from each data center will receive vouchers via the Moogle delivery service. Uh, yeah.
Well, the rewards will be shown later.
The number of career seasons will not be displayed in the following windows: PvP and Duty Finders.
Nice.
Now let's get on to
All
the
right.
items.
This is what you get from doing the new 24-man raid. I
Not
think
bad.
it's all right.
I
Not
mean,
as good
it's
as the
not
first
anything
ones.
horrendous.
No, 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 no. At least it's a headpiece that Vieira can wear, though.
That is true. That is a rare sight.
Mhm. But I will be trying to make an outfit out of these.
I mean, this is clearly the tank right here.
Really, I thought the one on the left was like,
I think that's Dragoon.
mm. I can't tell which one's ranged.
Probably this one.
So I was thinking the one on the
It's either
left
this one
of,
or this one. These two
yeah,
is my bet.
I thought it was the RO wearing. Either
This
way,
is probably the black mage, and this is the white mage.
yes, that one will much bigger agree. I'm pretty sure the one on the right is the monk.
Yeah.
Or we could be completely wrong and that could be caster. I don't know.
Yeah.
So this is the new
Uh,
outfit we get from crafting, and it is. I think you can get the pants for the male or female now, and the skirt as well for male or female. I think. Don't quote me.
yeah, that's all right.
It's
I
all
mean, it's
right.
kind of cute.
I can see it like a kitchen or something like that. See, the following items have now lost their gender lock,
Looks like a lot of the Valentone stuff.
but there's a few mug station items have lost their gender
Yeah, the
locking as well.
Songbird stuff.
Yeah, those were from Little Ladies Day a couple years ago, but the Dimitri's hat and whatnot at the very bottom, they were gender locked.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were. Oh, that's always good.
It is.
The file and that's been changed.
Yep. Losing the gentleman's title to and lady's title to just be generic,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Opening coffers that have been signed will now transfer said signature to all item coffers or all items
Yep.
within.
So what happened is eventually they let us craft sword and shields and put them into a coffer when we craft them. And when you open them, they wouldn't have who made them written on them. Now they will.
Oh, that's neat.
It is. Oh, neat. You can dye your chocobo outfits.
Huh. That's gonna be interesting.
You're gonna see a lot of black chocobos, a lot of pink chocobos.
Follow the submit aid to Glamour Dresser. Items may now be filtered by level, gender, or keyword.
That's good.
Items may be sorted by item level per category, and item search function has been added. Thank God.
Yes.
Especially when
So
how much items we now can have in there.
yes, certain items made from the 6.0 family are now can be sold, decent, or submitted to delivery missions. That's probably some older dungeon stuff we don't really need anymore.
Yeah. Option display only recently added items has been added to script exchanges and sundry splinters.
Nice, makes things faster.
Crafted item level 610 equipment can now be exchanged for upgraded item level 620. Okay, so pretty much anything you craft at 610, you can upgrade to 620 easier now. So that'll be good.
Very few mute buttons.
Acquiring upgraded gear, confirm the requisition. Circuit to grade 2. So basically the same way you did it last time. No real
Yeah,
change here. NPC vendors that deal in items obtained from extreme trials will now appear according to player progression. New items have been added to inventory Calamity Salvagers.
that's pretty standards and
Yeah.
stuff as well. So here's our new custom delivery character.
It's a bush.
According to lore, he used to be a shepherd in the kingdom of Vurbert before it became the fairy kingdom, and he was turned into a leaf bend by the Fey folk.
It's a bush.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be turning him back to normal from doing his quest line, or if he's just going to be a bush for the rest of his existence.
He's going to turn into a bigger bush.
Mm. Standard stuff. You need a little 80 crafter or gatherer.
Mm-hmm.
Yada yada yada. You're
Now I
done.
can finally finish leveling my alchemist.
Don't go too fast. Remember, there's a lot for it's coming up in 6.35.
The following addition adjustments have been made to custom deliveries. Requirements for bonus deliverable unlocked at maximum satisfaction has been adjusted. In the event that maximum satisfaction has been achieved with all customary delivery, NPCs bonus deliveries for each category. Crafted items, gathered items, and the fish are guaranteed to appear for two or more NPCs.
Okay.
Display location set command has been added to deliverable fish.
Oh, good.
Thank you. That's why I never did a lot of the fishing for that one.
No, I've never did any fishing for them. It was too annoying in my ass.
Information regarding preferred bait has been added to the dialogue option, procuring
Oh,
collectibles.
good.
Uh,
I often forget what bait I'm supposed to use.
I'll be able to check the internet a lot less for that.
Yes.
The name of certain categories under special recipes in the crafting log have been adjusted. Before a story or issue code restoration, now it's class or side story.
Hmm.
Makes sense
The
to me.
animation for trained finesse has been changed. I don't know what that means.
Trained finesse. I'm trying to think what the hell that would come from.
It's a crafting app skill. I don't know which one that is. Eh.
Yeah, we'll see when we see it.
Yep. The following actions have been reclassified as gathering role actions and may be used by all gathering classes once learned. Prospect, Lay of the Land 2, Truth of the Mountains, Triangulate, Arbiter's Call 2, Truth of the Forest, Fathom, Shark Eye 2, Truth of the Oceans.
Okay, so basically you use all those no matter which gathering class you are.
Okay, so if you're like just gathering in general, it'll activate. Good.
Yeah, you also have to switch between the classes, but at least this way you will find what you're looking for regardless.
Category Ishgard Restoration in Gathering Log has been adjusted to change to side quest. Makes sense.
New
New
minor
minor
bottomless
bot.
gathering points have been added.
That's for the custom deliveries.
New items have been added to gathering points. Custom deliveries. Miners and binders will be unable to attempt to obtain items with a gathering rate of 0%.
Okay, so you have to have some percent in order to try.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it does.
Gathering temp and integrity bonus have been added to certain legendary nodes.
Okay, good.
Collectability values will now be displayed for reference when gathering.
Oh, good.
Yep, see, there we go.
Now I know what to shoot for at least second rate.
These values may prove useful to reference when producing collectibles for praisers for customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always try
So
for 1,000, but
sometimes you can't.
yeah.
So new fish, new teaming water spots, fog actions, and so the standard fish upgrade they do every single time.
Yeah, number of fish displayed per page increased from 25 to 100.
Okay, that I was always wondering why the displayed fish page was just so tiny.
Well, now it's going to get even
Itty bitty.
tinier.
So itty bitty.
Entries will now display prime locations. Fishing slash spearfishing location. Can we get another spear, please?
No, your item level will always be weird.
Locations that you like to appear as question marks, as will the prime locations for certain fish that have not yet to be caught.
So it'll bug you even more when we're in 8.0 and our levels are post 100 and we've got like 1,000 item level gear and here's this one random thing that's what 400.
I know that
And
bothers the shit out of me.
I don't know why it does, but I find it hilarious that it does.
Well, it bothers you from time to time too, so I don't want to hear it.
A little bit, but then I remember it bothers you more and it makes me smile. I'm living off your misery.
Entries for fish that have been caught via spearfishing will not display their silhouette size, small, medium, or large. That's actually important because you got to know which type of spearhead to use.
Mm-hmm.
Weather restrictions, time restrictions, and special conditions will be displayed under additional information. Thank you. That's really important.
It is.
Required regional folklore and collectibles details will also appear in this category. Thank you once
Okay,
again.
good.
Because I don't even know if I have to rate books at this point because I got all confused with that as well.
Yeah, that's easy to get confused with.
I think I have them all, but at the same time, it's like
I couldn't tell you.
a text search feature has been added. Filters have been added. Yep, all good for me because that's been a pain in the ass.
This is all for you. I occasionally fish in this game, but not to the level you do.
Uh, I should spend more time fishing, but at the same time, I got like 1,000 other things I should be doing in this game as well. So it's like
Oh my god, there's too much going on. And you know what? At least we're not got choice paralysis going on though.
the total successful fishing endeavors and fish caught will not be displayed in records. Records for spearfishing cannot be sorted by region via pull-down menu. Regions are available for
You
spearfishing.
know, this entire list right here is making that one guy who levels his combat jobs just so he can find a new fishing location. They're just sitting back in their chair, almost climaxing.
At least somebody is.
Yeah.
I do. I understand this, and a lot of this I do appreciate, like the searching the weather
Hmm.
restrictions, time restrictions, and special conditions with additional information. I love that because you can be looking for a fish, and if you're not there at the right time, or it's got to be raining, you
Hmm.
will never know unless you look it up online.
Yep.
And some people, unlike me, don't have their computer right next to their TV. So, thank you.
Oh, level cap for consensus has increased from 610 to 620, and now for some new mounts.
Yay! Wait, I'm
You
not
get
drunk.
this
Why is there a pink elephant?
big elephants on the moon.
Oh my god.
You get this from the Loperites
No, I
because there's
just.
a Loperite on the front. Do you see
Oh
Loperite facing
god.
the front? We're gonna
Uh,
love this.
I'll talk to
I
you
know
about that later.
I know we've already gotten an elephant mount for Beast Tribe before, but this is such a good reskin that I'm not mad.
I love the Loproid mask on top of its head too.
You know, this is such a parade thing.
And it's such a parade thing, and the fact that it's a pink elephant too. I just. I have no words.
Hmm.
New chocobo boarding has been added, which I'm curious about.
No minion. Look at that minion. Look at that minion. Look at that minion.
It's so happy.
I'm just gonna say they threw this corgi in honor of Her Late Majesty.
It's still adorable.
Yeah, you damn traitor. New fashion accessories.
Oh my god, it's. I don't
Terrifying.
even.
So, the umbrella accessories can now be used automatically depending on location and weather conditions. Set a preference for the umbrella for automatic use via Enable Auto Umbrella subcommand in the Fast Accessory window. Available areas: Large Summon, Regional Districts, the Firmament, Island Sanctuary. So, if you're just walking around town and it starts raining, you can have your umbrella pop out.
Nice.
It's also now possible to do a few more emotes with your umbrellas and other activities. They'll disappear, but as soon as you're done, they'll reapply. So that'll be really great for the RPers.
Yep. Now, Final Fantasy system adjustments. When using the data center and travel system, if you are still in another data center after 30 days, you automatically return to your home world the next time you log in. I guess they just have been having problems with people being in the wrong data servers.
Yeah, it makes some sense.
Plus, you've been there for 30 days without going back to your own place. Jesus.
Yeah,
Just
you're
go ahead and just pay the amount and just transfer over.
yeah. It'll be less drain pain on the system.
The following addition adjustments have been made to retainers.
Do you
Cash,
now?
glamour, and diet item options have been added to the retainer menu.
So you can just like change your retainer's outfit right there. You don't need to like unequip their gear, glamour, and then put it back on them. From the sounds of it.
Yeah, these options can be applied to items equipped by the summoned retainer or held in their inventory. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
The try and retainer subcommand has been added to items, so you can see what it will look like on them before you even bother putting it on them.
Very nice for those who meticulously maintain their retainers.
The entrust duplicate function has been added. The entrust duplicates button will automatically search for items in your inventory that can be stacked with those already in inventory's retainer's possession. Applicable
Oh, that's good. That's
items will
good.
be. Oh, thank God! That will be so good for when I give my materia to my retainers.
Yeah, it will be.
My other question is, do I have to go into each individual retainer, or will this just do all retainers at once?
It probably does all retainers at once.
Because if so, that will really save me a whole shit of time.
It will. Even if it is one retainer at a time, you'll probably have to do it with the retainer menu, so you're already there.
Yeah.
So
New retainer exploration adventures have been added, so that makes sense.
that's pretty standard.
New items can be obtained from quick explorations.
Again, pretty standard every time they patch up, they
Yeah.
add old items to be added to it.
The following distance adjustments have been made to achievements and titles. New achievements and titles have been added,
So
of course.
all the tanks can get their tank achievements from doing the new stuff.
Yeah, I gotta work on my warrior to get the mount for that.
Yeah. I gotta finish my gunbreaker and get the saber-tooth tiger.
Certain achievements previously included in the general quests category have been moved to new main scenario and job role quests. Makes sense.
Hmm.
Certain duties will now count towards the completion of achievements. Furthermore, completion of Bay S1T7 Unreal is no longer required. So basically, continuing Bay,
Yep.
P1T6 Unreal, and the
Sophia
Savage.
Unreal and the two new ones for the next category.
Yeah. Basically,
Good.
just all now adds towards getting you the mounts, really, and the
Aether map will now
achievements.
display when you're in the firmament. Very nice.
In order to prevent server congestion immediately after the release of 6.3, we'll be implementing multiple field instances for Garlemald. We will now monitor server activity and remove this feature when congestion is determined to no longer be an issue. Specific instances can be selected when entering. So basically, the same thing they do every time they have a new release,
Yep.
primarily.
And they're removing that feature from Ultima Thule.
Yeah, that place has kind of dried up a little bit, so that's not really an issue anymore.
Exactly. Less people doing the Omicrons.
Yeah. Alliances formed via Party Finder will now be able to use Party Chat before entering duty.
Oh, that's nice. So there's more dungeons added to explore mode.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, check the Praetorium out.
The Capture Medium, the Aurum Vale, Storm Vigil,
Why would you call it Orvale?
Hawk Manor, uh,
Yay!
Desimil Darkhold. I'm trying to remember what that one was.
This Battle Dark Hole is one of the ones you hate.
I thought so. Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, the Praetorium.
Anyway, I just said that.
Ooh, the Praetorium.
I'll strangle you.
Duties I've recorded have changed.
Either use the during recording function, so not a big deal to me.
No, but at least somebody uses. I know somebody has to be able to use it.
All I know is people are disappointed at how limited it is.
The following
Anywho,
changes have been made to group pose.
more stickers.
Oh my god, Em, look.
Smoky Anorak. Oh my god. There's a Nixie on the right.
Glares.
There's a Nixie on the right.
And
Water, water, water.
a turtle.
Fat Chocobo.
But it stares at your soul and
I don't
doesn't
have
move
one,
an
so
inch.
I don't have one, so I don't care.
New stickers, new frames. You can adjust the red, green, and blue values. Data center name will now also be displayed when display homeworld is selected in the sticker.
Okay.
I never
Oh,
even noticed that. The following additions adjustments made to adventurer plates.
okay, so
New
you can
accents,
add these
new
to your venture
accents has been
plates.
added. Additional play style options have been added.
Nice. So
VNC
you can see
dungeons.
you can make yourself be a hardcore achievement hunter now. I like that.
I hate this. This has been ruined for me.
Why? Because the dev narrows it.
Yes.
Yeah, I just don't know how to play mahjong.
I kind of like the island, little island for the sanctuary one though.
Yeah, me too.
The following addition adjustments have been made to portraits,
So more accents, more
new
poses, the
poses.
background. Okay, these are nice.
Import settings from adventure plate so command has been added to the portrait window. Apply to adventure plates and commands been added to the portrait window. Camera controls applied to character configuration window will not be reflected when adjusting character positioning in the edit portrait interface. So,
You're putting more works in the portraits, and I like that.
yeah.
And also, now you have to make sure your face is kind of somewhere in frame, so you can't just show your butt. And I do like this. Every time now you enter a dungeon or a guild hest or a trial or a raid, your portrait will pop up. You can apparently turn this off, I believe, in the settings, but I'm going to leave this on because I love people's portraits. And because I've made a portrait for every job, it'll be different every time I log in with a different job for someone else. So they might never see the same portrait from me twice.
I do like the Rothgar tank one here.
Yeah, he's adjusting his glasses. I like that. So you might join me in the making a dozen portraits, or you might just have one generic portrait cast staring off confused.
Well, now that I got the Reaper background and Dark Knight background, I may just work into making unique ones at least for those two.
Good for you. I'm collecting all of them.
Well, after I
I
got
don't.
the mount from having all the points from doing all that grinding, I was like, I gotta start getting something else.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I didn't like the weapons or the armor mostly. I just did that instead.
It is now possible to display party members' instant portraits in the player combination window. Oh, that's neat.
It'll also help you remember who they were better, I find.
Yeah. Names are nice, but
Sometimes you can only remember the potato in the party.
uh,
So there's now a new clear blue theme for your menu if you don't like classic or the blue or the white one.
actually,
There's
I
a clear
might
blue.
use that one. That actually looks nice.
I'm sticking with the black one myself. It's better for my eyes. But hey, you have more options.
Yeah, options are options, so I'm not gonna
Yep.
complain.
The number of Waymarker save slots have increased from 5 to 30. Oh my god. There are going to be some raiders happy by that.
Current guild is not displayed in the inventory. Pull down menus in the currency settings window now display each currency icon alongside its name.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
After selecting an item for the Great Company, expert delivery, the list will automatically adjust upon redisplays of items before and after the delivered items are
Pardon me.
visible. A button to reset the order of crossroad link shell channels has been added. That's
Okay.
pretty unique.
Displayed toggles for system UI elements, hotbars, due to UI elements have been added to HUD layout windows so you can adjust them in tandem. Oh,
Oh, thank God.
that makes things much easier.
Yeah, that might actually make me work more on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've
Automatic.
been meaning to work getting like one for standard, one for when we go into duties, and
Mhm.
one for.
I have one for PvP where I have my HP pretty much straight in the center of the screen because I can never pay attention to my own HP if I'm in PvP because I
Yeah.
get hit too often.
But I want to get one set up for doing the 24-man raids because I feel that needs a
Yes,
lot more space.
that does. Like you either want to be able to see the entire alliance or you want that removed in case you're, not able to help people.
Yeah.
If you only play like a selfish DPS, there's no point in having. I'm not looking at everyone else because I can't heal. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I just like to have more room to view everything when I'm like a tank to see more of the arena and see
Yeah.
what the hell's going on.
In fact, I like how there's four, but if there was a fifth one, I think I would set up for a healer for 24-man raid and tank for 24-man raid.
I will never heal 24-man raid at start, and by the time I go back to it, it's like we're just walking through everything. So,
Uh, I say that, but last time I did that, Sid still destroyed everybody.
well, Sid is Sid. That's a different story.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Automatic
So,
camera pivot cannot be disabled when legacy type movement is enabled, allowing for serious play with the camera at any angle.
cool.
Okay. Don't understand that for life of me.
Options to disable the right-click target for that doesn't matter to us. We're controller players.
The following options have
Then
been added to the system configuration menu. General
this is all
tab,
about
disable camera pivot.
UI
Mouse.
setting. Okay, yeah, that's where you can. That's where you turn off the timers for your display party if you don't want to see the buffs and debuffs.
So basically, turning off the options we just discussed a few minutes ago.
Yep, turning off the ports if you want to
The
see
following
those.
options have been added to the system configuration menu. Theme
That
settings,
clear.
clear blue.
Mm-hmm.
The data delays revisions have been added to the cast credits.
Good.
The
Respect.
Following additions, adjustments made to text commands.
Link Pearl, right click PC, okay, play characters. Okay, this is
Pretty, for the
really,
most part, feels like this is computer issue stuff.
yeah, this is useful, but not really to us.
Addition made to auto translation dictionary, which is always useful.
Yes, yes, it is
Addition made to the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 autocomplete dictionary.
useful.
Yeah. New choice have been added PlayStation 5. That's pretty standard.
Some will only be available in 6.35. Makes sense.
New music,
New
sound
sound of
effects, and
music.
voices have been added.
Retrieve character data has been added to the sub command menu for the character select screen. Okay, so you can retrieve stuff easier. Much better.
Yep. Return to home road has been added to the sub command menu for the character selection screen. I
But
guess
even
they're
if you're
trying to
going
make
to,
that easier in case you can't get logged in.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I would imagine if you're just trying to get your character back from a certain center, you wouldn't need to log in, so they could just pull it right out faster.
Yeah, yeah.
The bumper sequence before the title screen has been
Truncated. That's being shortened.
okay.
So this is Revolved Issues. Do you want to cover this? Because that's usually a lot more technical jargon. I don't think we've had any issues.
Nothing here really seems like anything I'm really going to give a concern about.
New known issues. Again, that's not really our. So that's the end of these patch notes. That's our
Indeed.
first patch. That's our first patch notes video.
Yep. So I would
So,
like to say that a lot of the adjustments I felt were the more primary ones for the
mhm.
classes at least.
And we still have 6.35 coming up soon
Yeah.
with
It
more stuff.
really felt like they were taking Paladin and kind of making it into like the old style Dark Knight, in my opinion.
Uh, maybe it's hard to really say what they're doing with it.
Well,
I don't. I think this. I don't think this will be what they finished Paladin with. I think they might try again with Paladin. Like, they're probably just going to see how this turns out.
yeah. Well, no, the only reason I say it feels like it, I'm not saying that's what they're trying to do,
Mm.
is because of Blade of Truth and Blade of Valor cost the MP to use, and it feels more like an MP management system going on here.
I'm just glad they finally decided to give us what we wanted for Machinists for Ages and making Overheat a stack
I
rather
thought
than
you were
a
just talking
time,
about throwing the
basically.
wrench.
Oh no, that is something I don't know about people liked, but I did. I hopefully it's the same animation. We'll find out. But I'm pretty sure Dismantled was the name of that attack where you threw the wrench.
I hope it is, because I like the idea of just somebody randomly throwing a wrench and it just distracting the opponent from doing their full damage.
I always just thought I clocked them in the head, so they're just kind of missed.
I just
So the
always
tank like
thought the idea at least
it's
somebody like maybe even Nidhogg just looking over like, did you throw a wrench at me? Seriously?
seriously.
Chomp.
No, I much prefer the idea he's about to fire this death beam at the tank, and you hit him in the eye, so he just kind of looks like misses and just fires. So the tank only gets clipped by it. So the tank looks at their now missing shoulder pad and goes, "Oh, I lived through that." I just wonder where I'm going to put that in my hotbar.
Oh God, I remember your machinist hotbar. Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's a lot more simplistic now.
True.
In fact, Machinist is my only job I made that I don't have 3 hotbars for. I only have 2 for.
I believe it.
As I don't need an AoE hotbar.
But yeah, that's generally all the things that are changing up, and I will be posting this probably trying to load it up at least a few hours before it goes live.
That'll be very shortly.
Yeah, because as soon as I finish this and everything's done settling, I'm going to try and upload it. So,
Hmm. In fact, according to this right now, you have 1 hour and 12 minutes to put it up.
way. So I'll try. If nothing else, at least it'll be up during the few hours of it.
But if anyone enjoyed this, let us know, and we'll try and do this for every major patch, because luckily for us, patches happen on Tuesdays, and we're able to do this on Monday nights.
Mm-hmm. So, thanks for joining us, and have a good night.
Happy rating.